Hello dear students. In last two lectures of logic, we have seen concept of statement, which sentences never becomes a statement, and we have seen logical connectives of 5 types: and, or, if then, if and only, and not. And due to these 5 connectives, we know that we are getting 5 types of operations, and those operations are, when we are using and, we are getting conjunction; for or, we are getting disjunction; for if then, we are getting implication; for if and only, we are getting double implication or biconditional statement; and when we are using not, we are getting negation of a statement. And whenever we are using 2 or more statements along with these different types of logical connectives, then we are getting a compound statement, that is also called as statement pattern. So statement pattern is a compound statement along with logical connectives, and these statement patterns are denoted by capital letters, capital P, capital Q, capital R, etc. Now we are going to consider some important properties of these statement patterns, and those properties are nothing but here: property of logical connective, that is logical equivalence, then tautology, contradiction, and contingency. So first we are going to start with logical equivalence. What is the meaning of logical equivalence? Two statement patterns are said to be equivalent if their truth tables are identical, and if we have two statement patterns, capital A and capital B, then their logical equivalence is denoted by A equivalent to B. This notation is called as equivalent to. Here we have an important table, and that table consisting of all the 5 operations, that is, here we have negation of a statement, here we have conjunction of a statement, here disjunction, here implication, here we have double implication. We have seen that negation means exactly opposite types of values. P is true, true, false, false. Then negation means false, false, true, true. Then in case of conjunction, we know that if both the statements are true, then only the resultant is true. Otherwise, for all other combinations of P and Q, the statement remains false. Then we have seen disjunction. For disjunction, the statement is false if both the statements are false, and in all other cases that remains true. Then for implication, if first statement is true and second statement is false, then only the resultant is false, otherwise it is true. And in case of double implication, if both the statements are true or both the statements are false, then only the resultant is true. That is, for equals values of statements, we getting tautology, that is T, and for non-equal values of P and Q, we getting false values. And while considering any statement pattern, the different symbols are considered in following priorities. First, we have to give the preference for negation, then for disjunction, then for conjunction, then implication, and then double implication. With the example, we get it clear what is the logical equivalence concept. Now see, here we are going to consider a simple table that clears us the concept of logical equivalence. So P has possible combinations: true, true, false, false. Then Q has possible values: true, false, true, false. Then negation Q, exactly opposite to this. So Q is true, then it is false. If Q is false, then it is true. If again Q is true, then the resultant is false. If Q is false, then the resultant negation is true. So false, true, these are the values. Then next we have to consider P and Q. If you considering P and Q, we know that when both are true, then only the resultant is true, otherwise it is false everywhere. Then next is P implies negation Q. That is, we have to consider this statement and implies this statement. When this implies this, we know that when first statement is true, then second statement is false, the resultant is false, otherwise the resultant is true. So you have these types of values. Now we are going to consider negation of P implies negation. Means we are going to consider negation of this statement, and negation means here we have to consider false changes to true, then true changes to false, then true changes to false, and true changes to false again. Now we will observe that here we considering these two columns, they are identical, true, false, 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 true, false, false, false. So that's why it is clear that these two statements having same truth values, therefore we will say that these two statement patterns are logically equivalent, that is P and Q, this column is logically equivalent to negation of P implies negation Q, that is this column, and therefore these two statements are logically equivalent. So this is actually the example. Using truth tables prove the following logical equivalence. Here we have proved this first one, P and Q is logically equivalent to negation of P implies negation Q. Similarly, you can prove the logical equivalence of remaining three statements. Just write down them and afterwards you can check their logical equivalence. Have you taken? Okay, now we're moving towards the next, and that is the concept of tautology. To understand that concept, we have again this our reference table of 5 operations. So first concept is tautology. Consider a simple statement pattern P or negation P. We know that P has possible values true, false. Then negation P has values false, true. And if you considering P or negation P, then true, false. So true or false is true or false is true, and therefore the resultant is true here. Then here false or true combination, then that is also true. So here we have true. So we will observe that all the truth values are T only. So therefore the concept of tautology is therefore defined as a statement pattern whose truth value is true for all possible combination of truth values of prime components, and therefore it is called as tautology. It is denoted by small t or capital T. For example, P or negation P is tautology. So this is concept of tautology. When all the resultant truth values are T only, that is called as tautology. Then next we have to consider concept of contradiction. Again, this is our reference table. Contradiction can be understood by this example, P and negation Q if and only P implies Q. So to understand this, we are going to consider all the possible truth values of this and this statement, and in between them we are going to consider a double implication. So let us see. First you have to consider a statement P. The possible values are true, true, false, false. Then negation, we have to consider Q. It is true, false, true, false. Then we have to consider negation Q, because that we need here. This negation is considered here. Negation Q means exactly opposite to this. So here it is Q is true, then it is false. Similarly, false changes to true, true changes to false, and false changes to true again. Then next we have to consider combination, that is P and negation Q. That is, we are going to consider this statement P and this negation Q. So and is there, so for true, true only it is true, otherwise it is false. Therefore the first value is false, but the second value is true, then third is false, and fourth is also false. So this is your P and negation Q. Then next we have to consider P implies Q. We know that this is your P implies Q table. So according to that, the second value is only false and all other values are true. So therefore this gives you the value true, then false, then true, and here we have true again. So true, false, true, true. Then now we have to consider a double implication between these two, and if you are considering the double implication, then for double implication we know that if both are true or both are false, here we will observe that here the resultant is true because the initial component both are true. Here the resultant is true because both the initial components are false. So if they have equal types of values, then only the resultant is true. But here we will observe that this is false, this is true, therefore the resultant is false. Here true, here false, so the resultant is false. False, true, the resultant is false. False, true, the resultant is false, because true, true or false, false is not there. Therefore, what is contradiction? Here you will observe that all the truth values are F only, and any such a statement whose all truth values are F only, that is called as contradiction, and it is denoted by C. The other example is also given here, P and negation P. If you considering a statement P here, then its possible truth values are true and false, because we have a single statement. Then negation P, if you considering, then negation P has values its opposite, that is false and true. And if you considering AND operation between them, this is P and this is negation P. So we have seen that when we considering AND, then if any one of them is false, then the resultant is false. So true, false, that gives false. Similarly, false, true, that also gives false. So you will observe that for this statement pattern, all the values are F only, and that's why this statement P and negation Q is also a contradiction. Next we have to consider concept of contingency. Again, this is our reference table. To understand contingency, consider again a statement pattern, that is P implies Q and Q, and that bracket implies P. So consider P, the possible values are true, true, false, false. Then consider Q, the possible values are true, false, true, false. Then consider P implies Q. We have seen that P implies Q has this type of values, true, false, true, true. So they are coming here, true, false, true, true. Then consider AND operation between this P implies Q and Q. If both are true, then the resultant is true. So here both are true, therefore the resultant is true, otherwise it is false. So that's why the second is false. But again in third row we see that true, true combination is there, again resultant is true, otherwise false. And now we have to consider implies P, that is we have to consider this statement implies this statement. So when this statement implies this statement, for true false combination, if first is true and second is false, then only the resultant is false, otherwise it is true. So that's why the first true, true, it is true, false, true, it is true, but true, false, it is false, and for false, false, again it is true. So you have this type of value. Now you will observe that the last column do not contains all tautologies, that is true, or all F's, and therefore this is neither tautology nor a contradiction. Such a sentence is called as contingency. So the definition of contingency is a statement pattern which is neither tautology nor a contradiction is called as contingency. For example, P and Q. Suppose we considering this one. P and Q is also mixed types of values, therefore it is called as contingency. Now we are going to consider solutions of exercise 1.2. So the first question here is construct the truth table for each of the following statement, and the first statement pattern is P implies Q and Q implies P. So let us see what is the solution. Here we are going to consider solutions of exercise 1.2. This is our reference table as usual. So first statement there is P implies Q and Q implies, the bracket implies P. Now answer is like this. Consider the truth table for this again. So we need P and Q two statements. So therefore their possible combinations are true, true and false, false. Then the second statement is Q. Its combinations are true, false, true, false. Then we need first P implies Q. So we need P implies Q. We have already seen that for implication these are your values for P implies Q. So therefore you have true, false. So if first is true, second is false, then only the resultant is false, otherwise it is true. Then next we have to consider this P implies Q and Q, that is we have to consider AND operation between these two, and therefore the AND operation is for true, true it is true, therefore the resultant is true here, but for all other combinations it is false. Now here also you will observe that true, true it is true, and false, false that gives false, true, true gives true, and false, true gives false. This way you can consider. And now we have to consider this total statement, that is this P implies Q and Q, and that implies this first statement. So let us see what happens. We know that if first is true and second is false, first is true and second is false. Now this is your first statement and this is, that is P is your second statement. So we will observe that here for this combination only we getting false, and for all others it is true. So you will observe the values true, true, here we have false, and here true. Okay. So this type of true, true, false, true values we getting, and therefore we getting this is neither tautology nor contradiction, that is it is contingency or contingent statement. Next example, suppose we considering P and negation Q, double implies P implies Q. Now again this is our reference table, so the answer will be like this. First column will be column of P, that is true, true, false, false. Then second column is column of Q, that is true, false, true, false. Then we need negation Q here. So that negation Q is exactly opposite to this. So T transfers to F, F to T, T to F, and F to T. Then we need P and negation Q, that is this and this, and operation between these two. And operation between these two, if you considering for true, true only we getting true, otherwise it is false. So first is false, second is true, then again false, false gives false, false, true gives also false. Then next we have to consider P implies Q. For P implies Q we have these standard values true, false, true, true. So they are coming here as it is true, false, true, true. Then at last you have to consider the double implication between these two, that is this and this. We have to consider a double implication between these two. So both directional arrows. For double implication we have seen that if both statements are true then the resultant is true, if both the statements are false then the resultant is true. That's why while considering the double implication you will observe that nowhere true, true or false, false combination is there, therefore all the resultant values are false only. Hence we will observe that all the resultant values are false only, therefore this is contradiction. Then next example, that is third one, P and Q if and only Q or R. Now we have three statement combination, we have P, we have Q, and we have R. So for 3 statements, you have to consider 8 rows table. Therefore, this is our reference table, and here P has true, 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 44 Fs. Then Q has values true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. Then R has values true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Then P and Q. So AND operation between these two. So for true, true, it is true, otherwise it is false. So you have true, true in first two, for all others that is false. Then Q or R. So OR operation between these two. So for OR operation, if anyone is true, then it is, but for false, false, it is false. So here you will get false, and here you will get false. So therefore Q or R is true, 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 false. Again true, 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 false. So this is your Q or R. Then next we have to consider double implication between these two. Here we have double implication between these two. So this double implies this. We have seen that if both are true, both are false, then only the resultant is true. So here both are true, or here both are false, or here both are false. So for these rows we getting true, for all other rows you getting false. So therefore the resultant is true, true. Here we have false, again true. Here we have false, 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 and again false, false combination gives true. So this is your table. So you will observe that here, that is not all T's, not all false, therefore it is contingent statement. The next table, that is for P implies negation of Q and R. Again 3 statements are there, P, Q, R. P is there, then Q is there, and R is there. Therefore you have to consider again 8 row combination table. So the answer is like this. P has values 4T and 4Fs. Then Q has values true, true, false, false, again true, true, and false, false. Then R has values true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, this type of values. Then we need first to find Q and R. To find Q and R, we have to consider here and between these two. So it is clear that true, true gives true, for all others false. Again true, true is here, so you getting true, again others giving false. So this is your consideration. Then next we need its negation. We need negation. So negation of this statement, if you considering exactly opposite values we have to consider. So true becomes false, false becomes true, false becomes true, false becomes true. Again true becomes false, false becomes true, false becomes true, false becomes true. And now we have to consider this P implies is negation of Q and R. So that is the statement here. Now while considering implication, if first statement is true and second is false, then the resultant is false. So here we are expecting false. Let us see what we getting. Yes, it is false, but for all other combinations it is true. So true, true, it is true, 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 it is true, 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 it is true, false, false, it is true, false, true, it is true, false, true, it is true, false, true, it is true. So if first statement is true, second statement is false, then only the resultant is false. For all other combinations it is true. So we will observe that again this is neither tautology nor a contradiction, so it is contingent statement. Similarly, we can consider some more solved examples here. Those are like this. Here you will observe that P is a statement that is having values true, true, false, false. Then Q is a statement having values true, false, true, false. Then negation P. Negation P we expecting because negation P is expected here, negation Q is expected here. Here also negation Q is expected, negation P. So initially we are going to consider negation P. So P is true, true, false, false. So its negation is false, false, true, true. And Q is true, false, true, false. Therefore its negation is false, true, false, true. This way you can consider. Now we are going to consider implication between these two. Now if you consider implication between these two, then For true false only it is false, otherwise it is true. And now if you considering negation Q implies negation P, that is this column implies this column implies this, then for true false you getting false, so that is coming here, otherwise it is true. And once you getting this, next we have to consider AND operation between these two. So therefore you will observe that for true true the resultant is true, for true false it is false, for false true it is false, but again for true true it is true. You have this type of value. So again here we will observe that this statement pattern is neither tautology nor a contradiction, therefore it is contingent statement. Similarly you have this other table. Now this table contains 3 values P, Q, R, that's why 8 row combination is there. Here also we are observing that there is neither tautology nor a contradiction, therefore it is contingent statement. Then next is P is there, negation Q is there, R is there, and P is there. So 3 statements combinations. Again we will observe that here this type of values are there. You can check these tables by just pause on the video and you can do yourself also. So this was your first question. The second question is, using truth table prove the logical equivalence. Logical equivalence means we have to consider this, that is we have to show that left hand side and right hand side have same truth value. So let us verify one by one. Here the first one is a solved example, and that is negation P and Q, and here P or Q and negation P. So first statement is P, second statement is Q. So their possible values are true true, false false, then true false, true false. Then we need negation P. So negation P is exactly opposite to this, true true, false false, that becomes false false, true true. Then we need to consider negation P and Q. So AND operation between these two. So true and false it is false, false and false it is false, true and true it is true, false and true it is false. Then we need to consider P or Q. We know that P or Q is false if both are false. If both are false, then it is false, otherwise it is true everywhere. Then we need to consider this P or Q and negation P. Need to consider P or Q and this negation P. Now you will observe that false true, that gives false, false true, that gives false, but true and true is always true, that's why this is true. Again one is true, other is false, therefore the resultant is false. Now you will observe that here in column number 4 you have false false, true false. In column number 6 you have false false, true false. So same types of values, therefore we will say that by column 4 and 6 this statement pattern negation P and Q and this statement pattern P or Q and negation P, they are logically equivalent. So therefore we have 4 and 6, these two equivalent statements. Similarly we considering second example, that is negation P or Q or negation P and Q is logically equivalent to negation P. So to understand this, consider the table like this. This is our reference table. Now P has values true true, false false, then Q has values true false, true false, then negation P we need on the right hand side, so that is considered here. Negation, if P is true true, false false, then negation P is false false, true true. Then we have to consider negation of P or Q. P or Q is already here, this is P or Q, true true true, false. So what is its negation? It is false 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 and true. Then we need negation P and Q and operation between these two. So true false it gives false, false false it gives false, but true it gives true, isn't it? And for false true, again we have false. So you have this type of values. Now we have to consider OR operation between these two, that is negation P or Q is OR this bracket. When you considering OR, we know that if both are false, then the resultant is false. So you have first two false. But if anyone is true for OR, then the resultant is true. So here we have true. And therefore, by the column number 3, here we will observe that column number 3 is this one, false, false, true, true. And column number 6 is this one, false, false, true, true. So by these two columns, it is clear that their truth values are identical. Therefore, these given two statement patterns are logically equivalent. Then next we have to consider P if and only if Q and negation of P or Q and negation P and Q. Now see what happens. Again we have P values true, true, false, false, Q values true, false, true, false. Then P if and only if Q is true, false, false, true. Then P or Q is true, 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 false. P and Q is true, false, false, false. Now we have to consider negation P and Q. Negation P and Q is, that is false, true, true, true. This is your P and Q, true, false, 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 isn't it? So its negation is false, true, true. Now we have to consider AND operation between these two. We have to consider AND operation between P or Q and negation P and. So while considering AND operation, true, false gives false, true, true gives true, true, true gives true, and false, false gives, sorry, false, true gives false. Here we have false, true, that gives false. Now we have to consider the negation of this whole bracket. This is your bracket and we have to consider its negation. So false changes to true, true changes to false, true changes to false, and false changes to true. So you have true, false, true, true. Now you will observe that here this last column and third column, they are identical. Here we have true, false, false, true. Here also you have true, false, false, true. These two columns are identical. So by third and eighth column, one statement patterns are logically equivalent. Okay. Similarly, we have some more solved examples with three statements combination. Here you have P, Q and R's combination. Therefore, we have to consider a table with 8 rows. So 4T and 4Fs, then 2T, 2F, 2T, 2F, then true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Now we need to consider P or Q first on the left hand side. So if you considering P or Q or operation between these two, then we know that whenever considering P or Q, then this becomes false if both the statements are false, otherwise it is true. So you have these types of values. Alt is only last two columns contains, last two rows contains false, false. Then P or Q implies R. So that is this column implies this column. So we know that for true, false combination, we know that for considering this implication, the true, false combination gives false. Here also you will observe that true, false combination is there. Then here also we will observe that true, false combination is there. So first statement is true, second is false. First statement is true, second is false. First statement is true, second is false. And these three are false and all others are true. This is your table. Then next we need to consider P implies Q, R. When you considering P implies R, that is this implies R. So for true, false combination, the resultant is false here. This P implies R. Again, here also you have true, false combination. Therefore, the resultant is false and all others are true only. Then Q implies R. Whenever you considering Q implies R, that is this column implies this. So again true false combination we have false. Again true false combination we have false, but all other values are true. And now we have to consider the AND operation between these two columns. P implies R and Q implies R. So AND is there. So for true true only true, for true true again true, for true true again true, for true true again true, otherwise it is false. So here also true true we have true, and other combinations are not true true, therefore these values are false here. This value is false, this value is false. So you will observe that here in left hand side we need P or Q implies R, that is this column. P or Q implies R, that is column number 5, and for right hand side P implies R and Q implies R, that is these values. So you will observe that their values are same, true true, then false false, true true, false false, true true, false false, true true, and true true. Therefore by column 5 and 8 these given statements are logically equivalent. Similarly you can consider the logical equivalence in next example. This is your next example. A similar type of example is there, but the slight changes are there. P implies Q and R, Q and R is coming here. This is P implies Q and R. You can check this by pause of the video. Just pause the video and you can check this. Then next same is there. Now we have to consider last example of this second question, and here we have only two statements PQ, therefore 4 rows combinations are there, and this is also logically equivalent statement combination. Now the question number 3 is examine whether each of the following statement pattern is tautology or contradiction or contingency. So let us examine some questions from this. So out of this, first we are going to consider first example, P and Q implies Q or P. Let us see what happens with this. Here first we have to consider P, that is true true, false false. Then we have to consider Q, that is true false, true false. Then we have to consider P and Q, that is true false, false false. Then we have to consider P or Q that we need. Here should be Q or P, but for that first we have obtained P or Q. So it is true true true, false. Then its opposite is nothing but same, because this is commutative statement. You can consider P or Q or P same, therefore you have true true true, false. And now we have to consider this implies this. So if true false combination is there, you will observe that we need this implies this. So whether first true and second false is there? No. That's why all the resultant values are T only, and therefore you will observe that this last column contains all the resultant values T only, therefore the given statement pattern is tautology. So all the values are T. Okay. Next we have to consider another example. P implies Q, double implies negation P or Q. So let us see what happens. P has values true true, false false. Q has values true false, true false. Then P implies Q. We know that it gives false here, otherwise it is true. That's we get. Then we need negation P or Q. What is negation P? That is opposite to P is false, then false, then true and true. This is negation P, this is P and this is negation P. So we need negation P or Q, that is these two columns. negation P or Q. So false or true, it is true. Then false or false, it is false. True or true, it is true. And true or false also, it is true. This type of values you have. Now we need double implication between them. So while considering double implication between these two statements, here you have, this is your first statement, double implication. This is your second statement. So we will observe that for true true, the resultant is true. For false false, same values, therefore resultant is true. For true true, the resultant is true. For true true, the resultant is true. So all the truth values are T only, therefore again it is tautological statement. Next example. Now we have to consider negation of negation P and negation Q or Q. So P has values true true false false, Q has values true false true false. Then negation P is false false true true, exactly opposite to this. Negation Q is false true false true. Now we need negation of P and negation of Q, that is we need AND operation between these two, this and this. For AND operation, what do you have? If both are true, then only the resultant is true, otherwise it is false, therefore false 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 true. Again we need the negation of this. So negation of this is exactly opposite this. False becomes true, false becomes true, false becomes true, and true becomes false. And at last you have to consider this negation of combination or Q. So this or Q. So we have to consider this statement or operation between this. True or true is true, false or true is true, true or true is true, but false or false is false. So you will observe that this neither contains all T's nor all F's, therefore it is neither tautology nor a contradiction, and therefore it is contingent statement or contingency. Next example, that is P and negation Q double implies P implies Q. We have already seen this example previously also. Suppose we considering P as values true true false false, then Q has values true false true false. Then first we need to consider negation Q. Exactly opposite, true becomes false, false becomes true, true becomes false, and false becomes true. Now we need P and negation Q. So we have to consider AND operation between these two. So for AND operation, if both are true, then only the resultant is true, otherwise it is false. So you have false true false false combination. Then we need P implies Q. We know that for P implies Q, if first statement is true, second is false, the resultant is false, otherwise it is true. So only second row gives false, otherwise it is true. And we have to consider double implication between these two. So for considering double implication between these two, this is first part, this is second part, we need to consider double implication. We know that for double implication, if both are true or both are false, then only the resultant is false. So for false true it is false, for true false it is false, for false true it is false, for false true again it is false. So the resultant statement contains all F's, therefore it is a contradictory statement. So it is a contradiction. Hence we have seen exercise 1.2 of Maharashtra State Board, and we clearly understood now what is concept of statement pattern, then logical equivalence, tautology, contradiction, and contingency. Next time we will see some more concepts, that is duality principle, then quantifiers and quantified statements, and examples based on that, as well as we are going to consider concept of negations of compound statements. Okay. So let us stop here for today. Thank you very much.